I'm sure it's hard to believe that less than an hour ago it was a torrential downpour with thunder and lightning. Weather here in Iowa is like, geez, it changes so fast. Anyways, we had a heavy duty rain last night. It seems to be drying up pretty good. Our flags were soaked. They still look pretty wet. Once again, those infamous words, another travel day. So we're leaving Okoboji. I think I got it right finally, Okoboji. Anyways, I'm leaving this area. Don and I are heading down the road further east on I-90, and we're going to another coast-to-coast resort in Minnesota, don't you know? So yeah, we'll basically be saying goodbye to Okoboji in Iowa, heading on down to Minnesota, or up to Minnesota and then across, and we'll catch you there, and we'll continue the adventure right after this. Well, we made it to Hidden Bluffs Resort in Spring Grove, Minnesota. Interesting place, not bad as far as the resort goes. They do have a pool, they have mini golf. We'll go around and take a look and do a review on this place. Right off the bat though, there is zero cell service. I think Dawn got one bar, but we also have Wi-Fi calling from their Wi-Fi. So I'm not sure how much is gonna get done from that. The road coming in was about 5 miles of mud. You'll see a picture. I couldn't even get the jacks down without hosing everything off first. It was just mud caked up on everything. So right now, a lot of the water is from me hosing off everything, including the truck. This stuff looked like it was gonna dry like cement. Yeah, pretty hardcore stuff out here. So we are nestled in this valley, which basically is probably why there is no cell service. And what they said is if there's wind warnings, we probably won't get it because we are in this valley. So basically this is going to be home for the next 7 days. We're here for a full week. It's going to be tough without any Wi-Fi. I can guarantee, I'll check it, but I can guarantee probably no TV channels. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, there's I guess it's going to give me no excuse to catch up on all my editing. I've got a lot to do. Anyways, that's about it. This is basically a campground review. We've got some pros and cons of this place. I'll go ahead and lay out some of the cons right off the bat. First of all, well, it may not necessarily be a con. I don't blame them for that. Because of the location, there's absolutely no TV reception. But the problem is, there's also no cell service. So you don't have cell, you don't have TV. They do have in-park Wi-Fi. And the in-park Wi-Fi, they claim was really good, but to be honest, it's sketchy. It keeps dumping us. Though we are able to do some streaming, yeah, a lot of stuff, it'll just dump us right in the middle of working on something. So Wi-Fi is sketchy at best as well. So those are kind of the most of the cons. The pros, there are a number of amenities. It's kind of cool. You got this sand lot volleyball, a basketball net. There is a dump station. They also provide propane. There's a propane filling station. They've got a really nice, well-maintained pool facility. Depth of 5 feet. Have not gone in, so I have no idea the temperature, but there's been people in it, so I'm guessing it's okay. There are a number of children play areas. Well, one big one right here. You got a really cool clubhouse. There's a store and laundry facility in there. Take a look at the laundry in just a second. Looks like it's fairly well maintained. A lot of people out here playing every day. Let's see, is our final hole? It should be right over here. I don't see a number. Oh, 8. It looks like it is an 18-hole golf course. Oh, that's 18. It's not an 8. The number 1 was missing. Before I get too far along, let's take a look at the laundromat. Oh, they also sell firewood. So you got 2 washers, 2 dryers. I think Dawn's gonna be in here in a minute. You can also check out cornhole. You've got different sized golf clubs, balls. Yeah, so they're well set up all the way around as far as amenities. There's one other con I think I mentioned in my intro, but that was a few days ago. If you come here when it's raining, Man, the road coming in here is horrible. Had to kick the truck into four-wheel drive to make it in. The mud, actually, it's more of a clay road that turns to what looks like cement. Was caked up. You'll see pictures all around the landing pads. Had to wash everything down before we got set up. So that is definitely a con. If you come in from one town, and I'll put that down below too, it's about an 8-mile drive on that dirt road. If you come in from the other town on the other side, it's about 2.5 miles, maybe 3 miles in off of that road. So at least it'll save you a little bit of hassle, but still not a nice thing. Another pro, you've got this really cool stream. It is a trout stream. I have not seen anybody fishing in it yet, but there's definitely fish down there. I saw them. Certain times of the morning and evening, you kind of see them jumping in that little pond area back there. And there's a really nice deep trough. Oh, there he is. There's one down there. Okay. There's this really nice deep trough that some larger trout are hanging out in. And I just saw one. I don't know if you'd be able to see it on this camera because it is a wide angle. But there's definitely fish down there. They do have tent camping on this side of the bridge. And they do have hookups, so I'm guessing maybe the RVs are allowed down here too. I don't know. I don't know how you would turn around other than if you backed in and then pulled out again. They do have some cabins. And they also have destination trailer that you kind of park someplace. Well, they have a number of those that they rent out as well. And the ones they have here are Forest River Villas. And they have a number of those you can actually stay in if you don't have a trailer or you don't want to get an actual cabin. But you do have cabins at a villa actually right there. A villa right, not there, but right there. Yeah, actually pretty nice. Now there are also hiking trails all around this area that'll take you up into the hills. We have not gone up into those, but we are thinking seriously about doing that either later today or tomorrow. If we do, I'll take you along on that to see what those are all about. Don't quote me on it, but well, I'm looking now, no. They do have a number of pull-through sites. They have some with full hookups with 50 amp service. There's some electric and water only sites here. And fire rings everywhere, though you do need to use their firewood, but that's kind of standard nowadays. Most places require that. So basically that's it for this campground. Let's see, is there anything else that I missed? No, that's about it. That you're not really near anything. You're really out in the middle of the boondocks out here. There is, you have a lot to do in the park, and a lot of families are here taking advantage of the local amenities, and that's really kind of cool. But if you needed to do any shopping, the closest larger town, there's, was it La Crosse? And that's in Minnesota. But there's also another town that we wound up going to that's down in Iowa, and those are about 30 minutes, 40 minutes away. So there's nothing but just farmland, but beautiful settings for farmland and the rolling hills around here. It is quite picturesque, but unfortunately not a lot of things to do except for kind of hanging out at the campground, playing mini golf, basketball, swimming, and you know, it's nice. So what can I say? So yeah, that's about it. So definitely check it out. It is coast to coast, like I said before. There was no additional fees, so it didn't cost us anything to be here for the week, and that was a plus. But unfortunately, I do feel a little awkward not having any communication to the outside world, or it's actually sketchy at best. We have been able to get phone calls in and out through Wi-Fi calling when the Wi-Fi is letting us stay connected. So that's about it. Make sure that you subscribe, hit that notification bell, let you know when we post every Sunday at 2 o'clock. Thumbs up for good measure, and we will see you on the road.